Awareness is the first key. Most people don't even realize that they are trapped. And I'm glad that there were 40 people who registered, but that means those 40 people somewhere thought that let's figure out where are we getting stuck, what is the trigger, how can we shift. So at least those 40 people are aware. Now awareness is just the first step, but then you have to lean into it. Even if they are stuck, they feel okay, right now let me solve this, let me figure this out, then I'll go and take the personal growth lessons so that I can shift. But the personal growth is required so that you can shift. But most people feel that let me finish this, let me solve this, then I will go into this. That's where I think most people are staying stuck in that same frequency. You keep repeating the same pattern, same reaction, same life, same reality. Everything remains the same. And then your complaints remain the same. That's what the lesson is, the thermostat and the thermometer. What is the difference is thermometer is just going to give you the temperature. How does it give you the temperature? By reacting to the temperature outside. So that is the external locus of control. Your external environment is controlling you. But then thermostat is somebody who has built that frequency that no matter the rain, no matter the sun, it can change the frequency so that the environment of the room stays the same. Similarly, no matter the external situations, which is what is the external locus of control, which you can't control. If it's not season, it is people. It is people, their opinion, their judgments, their belief, their reactions to you, their behavior, past stories, your future outcomes. Everything it's uncertain. It cannot be controlled by you. But most of us struggle that why did that person do that? Why did that happen to me? What is going to happen next? And we are so caught up with that we just get into that reactive zone and we only keep measuring the atmosphere instead of regulating the atmosphere. And I always say that if I can do it, so can you. I am not come from heaven. I am the same human being as you are. There is a discipline to it, but as long as you apply the discipline, you can do it. Anybody can do it, but you have to have that will. The first thing is the will. Most people think that if I have a desire, I can do it. The desire alone doesn't do anything, right? Desire is an empty dream without any structure. But they don't give it their due attention or focus to it, to anything, whether it is just setting the frequency, anything, whether it is emotional well-being, whether it is money, whether it is whatever. There is a desire. Most people have the desire, but most people don't have the discipline that even if they have the time to use it in the direction where it is useful for them. That's what thermostat method is about, that it's recognizing your own patterns. Where are we stuck? You don't realize. So most often times we'll react and a day or 2 or 3 in, we realize, I wish if I didn't react this way, probably it would have been better. So that's what we want to build. We want to build that emotional resilience, that mental fortitude that's so protected that that's your space, that's your inner sanctuary. Nobody can invade it. We do not give the power to others. The power lies within you. So you keep it to yourself. You don't allow others. And then you build your frequency and you keep building, you keep building, you keep building to you rise so much so that anything, any person, any event, any experience, anything which is not in alignment with your frequency has to fall out. And the problems doesn't get solved. It just runs out of conditions to exist because it needs a matching frequency. And if you are no longer a match to that frequency of problem, then it cannot exist in your present. Our emotions are the fuel. So as soon as we give attention to any subject, it starts to amplify. So that's where most of us struggle. And yes, agreed, other person did this, so and so things happened, but now what? Now what? Can you change it? It is not in our control. No matter what it is, it was true, it was real, it was not your fault, no matter whatever it is it, first of all, is it in your power to do anything about it? No. What can you do? You can only have internal locus of control. What can you control? What is in your hands? your perspectives, your judgments, your actions, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. What is in your power is often neglected because we don't realize that that's the power, that's the engine, that's what is making everything happen in our lives. So that's where we are stuck. Now, what it is why do we want to learn the thermostat method? Hello, Ram. Welcome. How are you? Awesome, awesome. So, why do we want to even learn the thermostat method? The main thing is to be happy, right? What is the sum total of happy? Happy is abundant success, a sum total of abundant success. Success not in one area, everything, right? We want a happy family. We want a peace of mind, contentment. We want money also. We want good health also. Everything, any part of it, if neglected, you are going to feel a little incomplete. So we can say sometimes, the brain is so tricky. We do happen to tell ourselves, oh, you know what, anyways, that's not my point of focus right now. I do that with my health. Recently, I've been very, very good about it. I walk 5 miles a day, but I in between, I was just like, yes, I'm very focused and I wanted to create my course and I wanted to, make a big impact in the world and in the universe. And it's a good cause. Everything is wonderful. But if I'm going to not take care of my health, that part of me is lacking something then. So the idea is that the sum total of happy and whole is all of the aspects are equally in resonant frequency, which is giving you that feeling of happiness, joy, peace, wholeness. Now, if that's what we all desire, and that's the biggest question that a lot of people don't realize, that okay, if I want it so much, I want peace so much, or I want this course to happen so much, or I want money so much, then why is it not happening? I really want it. I never once think that I don't want it, right? So that's where the entire game starts. That we have all the desires in the world, but the desire requires all of your agreement from your identity. That's the framework of the entire course. Your identity has to agree with what you are going for. If my identity will not agree, no matter how much I desire, I cannot create a manifested expression which is equivalent to the desire that I carry. Now, what is holding us back? What keeps us in that loop and does not let the identity move forward in the direction? That is our subconscious beliefs, our thought patterns. All of your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and your beliefs, everything has to align for you to first even allow your identity to come into that perspective that it's possible. So most of us, what do? Another thing is, this is beautiful, choosing a victim mindset. What does that mean, choosing a victim mindset? That it's not that literally you are saying that I'm a victim of everything, but somehow, some way we say, we did not get the same background as they did. We did not give the same education as they did. They got the head start before us. They are in their 20s. I'm in my 50s. Like, so many narratives, but that's the victim mindset. That means, again, we come back to the same thing, the external locus of control. But you are just so in sync with what has not been in favor with you, and that keeps you stuck in that zone. And another one, this the known discomfort. That means, that's so wonderful, that's my favorite line. I keep saying, we all become comfortable in a very uncomfortable place, because it's like how we go in a hot tub. If it's really hot water, you don't put all of your body straight in. You first put your feet, then you go a little bit deep, and you start getting accustomed to that. And that's our uncomfortable situations of life. We start settling for whatever we are receiving. That becomes our set point, that becomes our baseline, that's fine, that is my normal. Even though it's so hot, it's my normal. It's the same thing. We are now so used to 74 degrees in temperature in the house that now 85, it's unbearable. But we were able to bear it before. Why? Because we were used to it. So we get so used to our uncomfortable situations that it does not bug us anymore. It doesn't trigger a response where we take an initiative to move out of it until It is gone to a point where it's repeated, and then finally somewhere, somehow, your set point is broken apart. That's no longer, it's not acceptable anymore. Now it's not negotiable. That's when you probably move out of the stuck zone. Or if we are triggered, that means we get reactive immediately. Somebody doesn't go according, whatever plans that we have decided. Even sometimes, even if it is the universe going against it, we get upset. If we feel lack, if we are uncertain all the time, which we all have to go through, is from when we are going from point A to point B, there is a time lag. You cannot be from point A to point B in the same given time unless you have achieved that kind of frequency where you are always resonating at the desire and the manifested expression at the same time, which is my goal. Most of us are in the lag time, and in that lag time we just get confused, conflicted, mentally cluttered. But you have to go to point B, you have to leave point A. You cannot stay where you are and go to point B. You have to let go of one breath before you can catch another one. It's like simple law.